the show. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Cat Calls. I am Cat Bine, and this is my show that I do every Thursday here on twitch.tv/catbine. Or maybe you're watching this on YouTube, in which case, you should be a part of it next time, because this show isn't just my show, it's your show. It's an interactive show. You're part of it. You bring the questions. We talk to really cool artists about whatever the hell we want. And my guest today is hilarious, energetic, with a voice like a beautiful bulldozer. And I mean that in the sweetest way possible. You may know her from her collaborations with Sunburn and Bijou, Breathe, Carolina, I almost said California there, States, Vanessa Michaels, and more. But I am, of course, talking about the one and only Kaleena Zanders, everybody. Woo! You gotta be clapped at home. Clap with me. Don't leave me alone. I heard her voice a million times before, but I feel like I really started to get to know her when I had Vanessa Michaels on Cat Calls, which, of course, you can see the episode on YouTube right now. Their collaboration, Creme Brulee, is still stuck in my head. It's very good. Creme Brulee. It sounds kind of like that, but better. And ever since then, we've been going back and forth on Twitter, and I've gotten to see the beautiful personality behind this insane and powerful voice. And she's the kind of human who really means and stands for something, and we'll all, no doubt, find that out for ourselves in living color today. She's about to drop her debut EP this year, and she's already got some solo songs out in the world that express a truer vision of her musical personality, unleashing the real magic of Kaleena Zanders out into the world. We're going to get started with her single Reload right now, which has a really wild animated music video. I just know that you're going to enjoy this, and when we come back, we will have Kaleena on the line. She hasn't been secretly listening to me talk this whole time, or maybe she has. I didn't leave myself on mute this time. Shout out Kaleena Zanders. We made it. So yeah, Kaleena was hanging out with me here in the digital green room, so to speak, watching me just go on Twitch, but I'm so excited to have you. Thank you. And I'm glad to see all the friends in the chat, Baby Rex, Baby Saurus Rex, and Harp Digital Media, and Francis Sun Photo, and Nina T. Ravers, and Jamie Sloan's in the building. This is a really fun one. Air horn. All right, sorry. I will actually let you talk, Kaleena.
Oh, please, I love listening, so say all you want,
Great.
This is your interview. I'm interviewing you now.
Listen, some people have turned that table on me before, and I'm just like, what? You want to know about me? No, I want to know about Reload, that incredible song and music video that we just watched. It gives me the vibe that I think you were actually recording a real filming a performance there, and then did they use rotoscope technology or something to draw over you?
Oh yeah, well, I just used the iPhone video, and then he literally just drew over me and animated me. And
who is he?
He is Naaman Basil.
Nice name.
He's an incredible animator from Colombia, actually. And he sat with me for 4 months, going over with the vision and the storyline. It's a little bit about, my experience with police brutality, and I had a really terrible thing happen. Maybe 10, maybe 13 years ago, a police officer, I was riding my bike, and I was going to yoga. It was at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was riding my bike on the wrong side of the street, and then this cop pulled over, and he's acting like a dick, and he tackled me to the ground for no reason. Yeah, it was pretty traumatic. Yeah, so
I'm so sorry to hear that, but unfortunately not wildly surprised either.
Yeah, totally.
What the fuck?
I actually wrote this song in October of 2019, and it wasn't. It was about police brutality, but it was about there was the one lady who basically shot her neighbor upstairs, and she was a police officer because she thought
she went into
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry that I don't remember the person's name right now, but I totally know the story you're talking about. Yeah.
So it was inspired by that, and then and then 2020 happened, and then there were all the protests and everything. So I just like felt like it was time to release this song. And
Absolutely.
you know, I don't know. I wanted, because it has like a retro sound. Like I wanted the visuals to be like cutting edge, and now I didn't want to like really like, I didn't want to be like so literal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, like, you know, it's a heavy message, and I want people to kind of be like, yay, but like, whoa.
Yeah, well, as soon as you sent me that video and I saw that one scene where close to the beginning where it's the woman's head and the gun comes out, and it was just like, that is so powerful. But exactly like you said, it's kind of covered with this funky melody, these bright colors, and I think it's really interesting that you chose to kind of feed people that very serious and heavy message with a groove that they can get behind, right? Like you could be dancing at a party to that song and still be kind of being told what you need to hear.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. The song got playlisted like in a couple different playlists on TikTok. And so people from all over like the world like kind of like did TikToks to it, and basically Republican people did.
Wow, like, get out.
Like I mean, no distance.
Yeah. People, everyone's like, human.
Yeah, but like it was trending, so people clicked it and they're like using it, and it's like red and blue chasing, got my heart, and it's like
no.
Like I was like, whoa, this is trippy. But and they you know, I'm sure they didn't look into who sang the song. They were just like listening to the bass line, and also they were just like, let me just click this. So yeah, it was kind of trippy to see like all these different people from all over the world use the sound, you know.
First, I mean, that is incredible, but you never know who. Like maybe they weren't really clued into the lyrics so much, but you never know who saw their video and then was like, what did that song just say?
Yeah.
So, and how special for your song to get. I mean, first of all, I know that the entire music world is like just desperate for a song to go viral on TikTok. So congratulations. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Brandles says, Kaleena, you are amazing.
Thank you.
I just wanted you to hear that because you are.
Thank you. Hello.
That's a beautiful message though, and it's crazy. There's another artist I spoke to who wrote a song that had been written previous to everything going insane in 2020, and then it's just what a year, what a time to release something, and that just speaks to the truth that it's not like it was a new subject. It's just happened to be the moment that was a last straw on people's backs, and everyone just needed to shout and scream. And I really hope that with our new administration that some real changes can happen. Speaking of a new administration, you want to explain to the class why I was sharing that Keke Palmer Actually Vote song before the intro? It's a nice segue.
Yeah. Okay, so kind of in a crazy turn of events, I got linked with Phineas and Pasek and Paul. Phineas, if you know, that's Billie Eilish's brother and
producer.
Producer, yes. And Pasek and Paul, they are these amazing musical theater movie writers, and like they did La La Land and The Greatest Showman. So yeah, in a crazy turn of events, like we all linked together on Zoom and we wrote this vote song. They wanted to do something funny and over the top and they wanted to work with a person of color. And I happened to fit the boxes.
Happened to be that. All right. Worked out today.
Totally worked out. And yeah, it was kind of insane. We got on Zoom, and I was rather quiet because I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm literally doing a session with, Phineas and Pasek and Paul. This is insane. But it ended up working out just fine. I was able to collab and create with them rather easy. And I got over my nervousness and everything like that. And then they wanted to pick a celebrity to sing the song. And through a whole bunch of different artists, we finally found Keke, and she said yes. And that was cool too, because I got to vocal direct her on the Zoom, on a Zoom session. And all my backgrounds are in the song. I don't know if you could hear it, but all my backgrounds are all still in the song too. So it's kind of a cool little thing.
That's so cool. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we're able to share that info with the world, get your voice out there. I want to take it back to your roots. I want to chat about your background, and your voice is so powerful. I'm certainly not the first person to say that. I think that's what everyone is immediately stricken by when they hear you sing. But what was the first time in your life where you opened your mouth to sing and the whole room was like, what the fuck just happened over there? Like,
You know, to be honest, it was when I was a kid. I used to sing a lot, but I thought it was just like speaking. Like I didn't make the connection that I was actually like singing.
really?
So
How young were you?
Like 4 or 5, yeah. Like, and then my family used to like look at me, and I used to be like, "What? Like, why are you looking at me?" You know what I mean? And they used to be like, "Get on the table and sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star," and I'd be like, "Why? Like, what is going on?" Because I was also really shy, but like singing was just second nature. And then I remember my dad told me that I sang from the time we got in the car. We went to Las Vegas, and we were in the car, and I sang the whole entire way for like 9 hours.
Where did you grow up? Where were you driving to Las Vegas from?
Yeah. I'm from San Jose, California.
Okay, nice. Cali girl, born and raised. Love it. And what were you singing?
I don't even know. I don't even know what I was singing.
There's a red car. There's a blue car.
I'm assuming it was like either Michael Jackson, Prince, or Aretha Franklin, because my mom like was really into all of that. So or some gospel song, who knows? But yeah, I sang the whole entire way, and they were like, "We didn't want to shut you up because we didn't want to like dampen your spirit." And I was like, but they're like, it was hella annoying. I was like, oh, okay.
Those are some good parents, though. They're like, okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Also, great references right there. Aretha Franklin, Prince, and Michael Jackson. Also, some very powerful presences. And you're not just a powerful vocalist. You are also like a powerful presence. I was watching this video. What was the name of the song? Hold on, I'm going to find it here. The Hit the Dance Floor song.
Oh my God, that's what?
Yes, I was watching that, and there are some moves there. I should have played that in our kind of preamble, but the energy on that one, you have a big reaction. Let's talk about Hit the Dance Floor. Why such a guttural response?
I don't know. I think just because where I've come in my creativity, like that was such an interesting, fun time. It was also the first time I really like was a part of electronic dance music in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, I never really did that. And I don't know, it was my first like little music video. I don't know.
It's so good. Truly. I'm glad that I uncovered it. I loved it. Yeah. I thought it was a bop. And also like these moves, you had all those great dancers in it. If you guys haven't seen this video, go back, embarrass Kaleena. We'll turn her back into shy Kaleena. Did I say Karina? Kaleena. Which also, Harp Digital Media said hungry Kaleena is shy Kaleena, mainly because you get hangry. Are you a hangry girl?
Yes, thank you, Helen. I do get very, very, very hangry, and I get quiet because I don't want to pop off, you know? Well, so I usually just sit there and wait for the food to come. So.
Well, I appreciate that you've trained yourself so well. Other people are not well hanger trained.
Well, I've had some lessons.
Vanessa says you have to have snack breaks in the sessions.
Yeah.
You were getting read by the chat over here. I don't even know what's going on. It's open season, which is great. I'm loving it.
No, I mean, it's true. I need that fuel, you know. I do get pretty like hangry. I love to eat.
Who doesn't?
So good. And
in a year like this, small pleasures. I've got a box of Girl Scout cookies right here. So if we get hangry during the show, we can just have some snacks.
We're fine.
These are the lemon ups, which are not usually my go-tos. Let's show them for the camera. Do the beauty thing. I've got lemon ups. I really like Samoas myself, though.
Yeah, those are good. I haven't had Girl Scout cookies in a really long time.
You can buy them online this year because they're not going door to door. What's your go-to studio snack?
Go-to studio snack? God, I mean, to be honest, I just usually order a lunch. And like, I don't even like waste my time. Like, I need to eat anything. So like, basically what's ever in anyone's fridge. Or fridge or snacks. It's just because like when I'm at home, like I forget to eat.
Yeah.
And then like I'm running around, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, then I'll go to the session, I'm like, fuck, I forgot to eat. So usually I just order lunch, and it usually is like a burger or like something hearty and calm. I actually get really nervous in sessions too initially. So I usually like to have something that's like calming, and usually it's like something like hearty.
I totally get that. I think it's like a habit. A, because it's a good habit, but B, to like use the restroom before starting the stream, because it's almost like this way to just go, okay.
Yeah, totally.
Let's just center, and then you can get started.
I used to, before shows, I used to go number 2.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no better way. Feel nice and light and ready to go. Nothing's gonna weigh me down.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I've evolved though.
Yeah, what do you do now?
Now I just go to like number 1.
Oh, okay. Amazing. We are just having the most highly intellectual conversation. I love this. When did you start writing songs? So you were freaking out your parents in the car. You were singing your words, thinking you were speaking. And when did that transform into, oh, I'm going to harness this power and I'm going to really consider what I want to say?
Also, when I was young, I used to write down all of my thoughts, and I used to write poems. And I remember I entered like a bunch of little poem like what's it called, contest when I was little, and I won some of them. So I would say that like that developed like early on. I didn't realize it was like it could be a form of songwriting really.
Yeah.
But I used to love just like writing down. I used to like journal and like write love letters. Like I was just really like into just like writing.
Love letters.
Like love letters that I mean, it was to your best friends, but I realized I was in love with my best friends, you know what I mean? And then, I think I was developing that, you know, I guess when I was little, and then not till I was in a band really, when it really started to make sense. And I was like, oh, I've been doing this.
Yes, you were in a funk rock band.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Inspired by Incubus and Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Love those references. Incubus was one of my favorite bands when I was a kid. What's your favorite Incubus album?
I always say it's the red one. What's the red one? I don't know.
Is it Make Yourself?
Huh?
Oh,
no.
Just a plain Incubus. Okay, well now we have to get to the bottom of this because
It's
I
red.
love Incubus.
It's their most funkiest album. It's like super insane. It's just like, it'll go from like super crazy bass line to like just in your face metal kind of thing. It was like their first one. I think it's just an Incubus. It's with the red head on it. Does anyone know what it is?
Someone in the chat. I'm looking on because okay, listen. Enjoy Incubus, the 1997 EP with the guy.
Yeah.
No, really taking it back.
Yeah.
I love that. I was a big fan of Science myself. I thought that was like a really good funky one.
Incredible. Yes. That's my next favorite one, actually.
Yes. And that's really fun to hear because I think that Incubus was really great at mixing so many different styles. Ooh, we got a Fungus Among Us shout out in the chat. That's another really good one. It's not all just Morning View people. You got to dig deep into the Incubus catalog. But Incubus was really all about fusing so many different genres. And I think that that's something you're kind of trying to do with your solo work. So really nice musical reference. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Talk to me about your experience in a funk rock band. Were you the singer? Were you the songwriter?
Yeah, singer, songwriter, producer. I did all of it. I was one of those like really intense front woman. I was so into the music, and I would get so pissed if things went wrong.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And my guitar player, like, he was awesome, but also like not that great. And so I was like, wanted him to like get lessons, and I was like a drill sergeant kind of, but it was so much fun. And like me and the bass player, we got along really well. The drummer, the drummer and I actually started the band, and we were RAs in a building.
A dorm?
Yeah, a dorm. And we're in a building. Yeah.
You were the RA. That's pretty cool. I mean, did you even get on people? Well, maybe you were a drill sergeant. So did you get on people's asses? Were you like a tough RA?
I was like somewhere in between. Like, I think I was like really strict, but then But then when you had people who would like shit in their desk, I was like, like some guy was like drunk and he shit in his desk, and I was like, yeah, I was like, nope, this is not for me. And I think that was one of the times I talked to my RD, and I was like, I don't think I can do this. Yeah,
that's insane. Shout out college.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it was intense.
So you were in this band in college. That's really cool. In my mind, I was imagining like a high school band or something, but college makes it even cooler. What kind of gigs were you playing?
We played all around San Francisco.
Nice. That's where I am.
That's where you're from?
Well, that's where I am now. I'm from South Florida originally, but I'm in the Bay. So that's really cool.
Yeah. I'm from San Jose.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I act like I really know what I'm talking about, but I just moved here a year ago. And it's been COVID the whole time. So I'm just like, cool.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm from San Jose. So we played at all the cool spots in San Jose, all the cool spots in San Francisco. And I think we were getting like some good local buzz. You know, I think we were getting big because I would like rock out. I had a red mohawk. I was just like, I was also really fit and had like buff arms.
Oh,
hell
yeah.
I was playing rugby at the time, and I had a girlfriend. So like everything, I was just
so you were trying. You were like,
yeah. And I was, I don't know. I thought I was like really hardcore and stuff. So
I bet you were.
I don't know. I mean, I was either really cool or not. I don't know. Who knows? In my mind, I thought I was cool, you know?
I mean, you are cool right now, so there's no way you weren't cool then. Maybe it was just a different breed, maybe?
Yeah, I was younger and more like, I didn't have like any awareness kind of. I was just like impulsive and just like, I'm in a rock band, yeah. You know?
What was your greatest lesson? What was the name of your punk rock band, by the way?
Mulder's Lounge.
Like Scully and Mulder?
No, everyone thinks that.
Okay.
It was the name of our dorm. It was the lounge of our dorm. Yeah.
Love it. Great call out. Harp Digital Media wants to know. No. Drummers Untitled wants to know if you ever crowd surfed.
Yes.
Tell us about it. I'm jealous.
I got dared to by, do you know, well, Joe from Loud Luxury. We were at Exchange. I think it was in like 2016 or something, or 2017, whenever California came out with Sunburn. And I was drunk, obviously. And Joe's
a prerequisite to crowd surfing, as everyone knows. A prerequisite to crowd surfing, as everyone knows.
Totally. And he's like, I bet you won't crowd surf tonight. And I was like, dude, I'm a fucking crowd surf, bro. Like, I was just so like, he knew it. I can tell he was like egging me on. And then I got up to sing California, and I was like, I actually got a little nervous in my head, and I was like, oh my God. And I looked around the crowd, and I was like, who's the tallest? Like, oh my God, this could go so bad. And then I just said, fuck it. And then I just jumped into the crowd, and then they like caught me, and they're like, yeah.
That's amazing.
It was scary kind of though.
Yeah. The one time in my life I ever tried to crowd surf, it was like a good moment to try. I was a teenager, and it was like a Green Day Blink-182 concert. And I was like, yeah, lift me up, bro, or whatever. And like, it lasted 2 seconds, and then I just got dropped. And I was like, okay, I'm done trying this.
Oh no!
But it's not. You were very successful. You were the artist, so they were excited to carry you.
Thank God. Thank God. It could have gone either way, I think.
Harp Digital Media wants to know what your favorite live performance memory is.
My favorite live performance, I'm gonna have to say honestly, I posted about it today. Is my first time at Coachella.
I mean, fucking shit, girl. I bet, and that's like the dream. And you said first time, which is such a flex.
My first time.
My first time? You never forget your first. Tell us the story.
No. Well, yeah. So it was with Sunburn. I remember he had like a 140 slot in the Sahara tent. And he was really nervous because he was like, oh my God, it's so early. I don't know if people are going to show up, blah, 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 you know how it goes. And so like, I can't remember, Strange Club was playing before, and it was a huge stage, big, like, I don't know, it was like, it went far, I don't know. It's like a football field almost. And so we walk backstage, and then we just start hearing these sounds, and like a roar, and like buzz, and like, ooh, and like, yeah, like all this like noise, and we're like, wait a minute, are people showing up here? You know, like, we're like, what? And so we like peeked out, and it was just like a sea of people just like waiting for him to like come up. You know? So like, man. So then when it was time for me to get on stage, like, I wasn't nervous. I almost like blacked out. I was just like, my whole chest felt like I floated off somewhere, and I just started singing, and it was like 30,000 people. And then I remember I did the splits and shit.
What?
Like, yeah, it was really insane.
Do you usually do the splits, or was that like the spirit took over sort of situation?
I don't always, now I don't think I can do it, but I used to do it when I was in the band, but I used to do it in college, and then I stopped completely. And then, so I would say, yeah, the spirit took over for sure.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah, and then the guy said, the security guard said that was the most people that had showed up at that time slot ever.
Wow, that's so amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your other Coachella stories?
My second Coachella story was with AC Slater.
Nice. He's cool too.
That was really rad too, because they had me projected on the screen in the back. So like I like looked up and I was like, oh whoa, like it was cool. I felt like Janet Jackson or something. I was like, yeah, it was really cool.
I'm so glad that you are in this dance music world. I know that you can do so many different things, and you're going to show the world that with your debut EP, but your voice is so well suited to dance music because of its soulfulness and its strength. And I was listening to your song with Bijou, One Life, and I was like, man, she's really tapping into this like rhythm as a dancer vibe. And then lo and behold, you've covered Rhythm as a Dancer, which is wonderful, because you should. I'm glad that you did. But did those like 90s house vocalists, have they impacted you and influenced you in any way throughout your life and your career as a musician, or is that it just happenstance that you sound like them?
Well, I will say, early on, my greatest influence vocally is Shaka Khan. And so I feel like some of the people like Robin S. and I don't know, whoever else, I don't want to really like go into the list, but all I'm saying is I feel that bass, and then hearing these new 90s singers, and then, you know, just me mimicking everything, I think it kind of just was like, it's kind of like that, you know, just like I don't know if like, I don't know where my influence came from. I just have like the voice, you know what I mean? It could come from, you know, older, it could come from them. I don't know. It's just my voice, you know? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I love all that music. Also, I got into dance music really late. You know, like, I mean, I've heard all of those songs, but I've gotten to like the culture really late, not until 2015. Yeah. So
you were going to quit music is what I heard.
Yeah, I was going to quit, like literally a week before I recorded California. I was like, fuck the music business. I'm over this shit. But yeah, and then I got into it kind of like, by chance, and then just kept going with it. And now obviously I know the culture, like I know everything. I know everything,
bro. I've played Coachella twice, so, you know, with DJs and producers.
You know, weird flex, you know.
All right, we're getting more questions, and also shout out Jamie Sloan for gifting 5 subs to the channel. Love to see it. Love to be supported by friends and stuff. I want to make sure we have time to play this Set Me Off video, or so do you want to chat about Set Me Off, and then we'll play it for everybody?
Okay, for sure.
This is one of your, this is going into the realm of you're flexing your muscles. You're showing a little bit of what you can do. You're not just a Robin S. Like.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Set Me Off is also going back to my rock roots. And the story, though, is kind of about, well, first of all, I love Marvel. I love like superhero movies, and I love AI and robots and computer, and I love all of that stuff. So I always say to myself, like, in the future, if something strange were to happen, I want to be liaison for AI, and I want to like turn into a bionic person.
Same.
And I'm like,
same. Me too. I'm in line with you. Let's do it.
Yeah. So long as it doesn't hurt, like I don't want to like like, don't tear my limbs apart. Like, let's put me under anesthesia, like, you know, put it on properly, you know, make me feel good. So this is kind of like a future telling of potentially what the future could possibly look like and my role in it. And I love, when I was little, I used to call myself like a little like vigilante or whatever, because I used to wear these like pointy boots. And every day, like if there was a bully that like bullied someone else, like I would go and like beat up the bully with my pointy boots. Like
love it.
I would kick him in the shins, and I always had this really intense, explosive, like wanting to save people. So this is kind of like a, you know, this is kind of it. This is all of that emotion from a kid to now. I'm still the same. I still like to protect people and all those things. And and don't set me off, because I got, you know,
I don't know. I might want to set you off if it sounds this good.
It's not good. It's not good.
Well, everyone be the judge of this, okay? Do we like setting off Kaleena, or are we scared? I think we like it. I don't know. Let's see. Let us know in the chat.
Oh.
Set me off. Oh yeah, got your finger on the trigger. I know you're gonna set me off.
It makes her want to dance on top of a bar.
Yeah, it does. Well, we were back when you said that, so hopefully she heard you. So yes, shout out Glass Battles. You were telling me, tell the story of how you hooked up with Glass Battles to put that incredible video together.
Yeah, so Glass Battles and we've known each other for a really long time, maybe like 7 or 8 years, kind of. And we always just meet minds musically and just friendship-wise. We always have the same like thing. Like he can finish my sentences, my thoughts. We just know each other really well creatively. And so yeah, I mean, I just explained very briefly about all of the like AI, robot, superhero power, the Phoenix energy. I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah.
Like
same.
Oh, really?
Scorpio vibes.
Oh,
yes. Yeah.
I like that. Great. That's great. Are you October or November?
I'm November 3rd. My birthday. No one could hear me say this before because I was muted, but my birthday this year was election day. So I was I blew up my birthday candle very early in the day because I was like, all I want for my birthday is for Trump to not be president. And I had to wait a week to get that result, but we got it. So shout out birthday energy. Anyways, yes.
Well, yeah. So Glass Bottles said all that, and then literally came back with this wonderful, I like barely made any edits. Like he just came back with this wonderful creation, and I was just like mind blown. I was like, this is amazing, you know.
Love that. Love when you work with someone who just gets it. You know, you have one conversation and you're just like, oh my God, thank you.
And an amazing thing is that he just learned how to do like all of this like animation stuff in quarantine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I think I'm cool because I threw a little Zoom stream together and it's like, oh, okay. Shout out Glass Battles.
Yeah. He's really next level. Like, I really think that with his visuals, like he does his own visuals and other people's, I think he's going to be like pushing the needle like quite a bit in the future. Yeah.
I love that. I'm writing that one down. Maybe I need some visuals for some stuff down the road. Yeah. Hell yeah. And I was saying to you also right before we came back that, you know, hearing your story and how you've been this musical being from the time you were born basically and come to this place where you've got a band, you want to quit the music industry, and then all of a sudden it comes up, like, just congratulations. It must feel so good to be at a place where you're making your own songs, putting out your own stellar music videos to bring your vision as an artist to life. Like, how does it feel to be Kaleena Zanders right now?
you know, this is an interesting question because I will say that it has been a bit of a challenge to focus so much on myself. Like I love, you know, assisting and you know, doing the features because no pressure really. I don't have to deal with like any label stuff, blah, blah, blah. I just sing, get my fee, pay me.
Feed me, pay me, and we're done. Thank you.
Yeah, and we're done. But like, honestly, like it's so interesting, and I'm learning a lot about myself, and I'm learning all the things that I'm still fearful of. I'm learning like just like how much like money it takes to put into your art. Like it's really like that's draining and like I don't know, it's unique, but at the end of the day it is rewarding. And I did tell myself at the beginning of last year that I have to make the shift somehow. I just didn't know that like COVID,
oh my
was
God. Same. Yeah. Same,
Yeah.
actually. Like, ooh, careful what you wish
Yeah.
for.
And I didn't know that that meant like I was going to go all the way deep, into like who I am and whatever that, all this stuff. And so it's been a lot of like organizing thoughts and then putting into like sonic packages and whatever. Like I have put out some eclectic stuff, eclectic singles. But the EP is going to be a little bit more cohesive and storytelling, and it's just it's unique. And I think I've gotten over the hump, of it being a super challenge. Now it's just like cool. Let's like put the pieces together better.
You kind of. I'm sure staring at the blank page and saying, "This is what I want."
Yeah.
Go. Is very daunting, and it makes sense.
It is.
It makes sense.
And also, it was good.
This is about you.
No, I was gonna say also like I like myself. I think I'm all right, but like this is a lot to be focusing on. Like it's so I realize why like younger artists are like very like me and like you have to be like it's kind of disgusting. It's like what the hell, like to be so self-involved, and I'm trying to find peace with still putting out quality content or whatever and being self-involved, but without like being like fuck this shit, this is stupid, like who cares about
shout out to the I hate this shit.
Yes. I hate this shit. Yes, exactly.
Oh my God, I can't tell you how much I love that dumb thing. It's so good. No, because it's not dumb, because like you actually wrote a really awesome like 20-second song or whatever. And I feel the same exact way. It's not quite the same as like being an artist, but being a journalist and trying to like, use social media to promote your work and who you are as a writer or personality or whatever. And it's like, I also feel the same way. I'm like, I don't know. Like, yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's fun. It's fun doing a show like this because it becomes about someone else as well,
Oh, right.
We're creating something together.
Maybe one day I'll be able to like interview people like you do or something. I think that'd be cool.
I think you totally could. I don't think there's anything stopping you, especially in today's world. Like, there's a podcast for everybody.
I just thought of this right now, but I have to give a shout out to Helen because she's really helped me like shape myself like visually in pictures.
Yes.
Like honestly, like we work really, really well together, and I'm really thankful to have her.
I love that. Shout out Helen. She is incredible, super talented. If anyone in the chat somehow doesn't know about Harp Digital Media, we have to dab. Right as you're shouting her out, we have to do a. That's what you get for being nice.
I was like, dab. I was like, dang, I don't smoke. Like, I can't even dab. I'm
that would be crazy. I don't think I'd be allowed to do that on Twitch.
Oh, that's right.
Whoops. No, but I'm really glad that you brought that up because A, she's very talented. Everyone needs to go check out Harp Digital Media's work. Chef's kiss. But I also wanted to ask you, do you feel now, 6 years after the moment that you said, I'm going to quit music, that you found your tribe? Do you feel that you have a positive community of collaborators around you now and you're not just in this alone?
Yeah, that's actually what dance music taught me, was that there is a community that is loving and that is just wild like me. And it really changed my perception of like why initially I wanted to quit it. And now that I'm starting to go, like I'm starting to write for like pop artists and I'm writing for myself, and there's a lot of different changes happening, and it's like I'm going back to where I was before, but in a better, like with a better mindset. Because before I was like writing for people, singer-songwriter or whatever, and then dance music happened, and now I take that same mindset and apply it to the newer sessions, and then And some of those people are still very like, it's very cliquey and very uptight and like, oh, who are you working with? Yes. I'm like, bitch, I'm working. Bitch, I'm just working. Okay. Like,
Yeah.
but because I have that open like space and that like encompassing vibe from, you know, electronic dance music and all the festivals, I can take that and put that energy in my new stuff. And it's working out really well.
It sounds like it in the work, you know? It's so exciting. Jamie Sloan says work, and Harp Digital Media throws it right back at you. Can't imagine not having had this journey without you. Really glad that you didn't quit. I think we're all very glad that you didn't quit at this point. Thank the Lord. Talk to me about the debut EP. You said that it's going to be cohesive and a narrative story of sorts. Are any of these songs that we've played today, are they going to be on the EP, or these are just little teasers, little amuse-bouches, and then we're going to get the big thing?
So yeah, like all these songs that I'm releasing now are just singles, and they are, you know, amazing, energetic spurts of things. But yeah, I feel like I haven't been able to talk about some other things in my love life. I've been in a 10-year relationship. Lots of interesting, crazy stuff has happened.
Did you say you've been in a Tinder relationship?
10-year.
10-year. Oh my God, that's very different from a Tinder relationship.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah. I've been in a Tinder relationship. And
I was like, what does that mean? Like, you won't go out off the chat? I mean, it's quarantine, so you never know. It's like, we've been dating for a year, but I've never seen them. Like, sorry. Is it the same girlfriend from the rugby days, or it's not?
No.
Okay.
No.
Fuck that bitch. I'm just kidding.
Ooh, child, she was crazy.
Okay, good. Well, we had to move on from that energy.
No, but I've gone through a lot of crazy stuff, so I wanted to talk more intimately, and the songs are more conversational. They're all bops. They're all bops, but it's just they're just more conversational. I'm not like wailing. I'm trying to story tell, and I'm
Cool.
I'm obsessed with them, to be honest, and I can't wait for them to be out. So
when are we gonna get our chance? Do you have a release date? Do you have a title? Are you just not putting that out into the world yet, or what?
Well, the title is called Everything We Have Is Misaligned. That's the title of the EP.
Already starting a story. I'm intrigued. Where does it go next?
Well, just find out. No, but yeah, in April, end of April, May, that's when like the first single will be out of that. But yeah, I'm really stoked on it, because I feel like I'm coming closer to the music that like I really love and like that I listen to on a daily basis, and finding that, walking the line between wanting to be super cool and also not diminish like my vocal abilities and all that stuff. Like it has to be like a happy medium and still be innovative and all the things. So
just all those little things to keep in mind as an artist making a debut EP.
Yeah.
No big deal. No wonder you were like, fuck, how do I start this?
Yeah. And like right now I'm like super happy, but usually I'm just like moping around the house. I'm like, oh my God. And my girlfriend's like, you're gonna get through it. I'm like, ah.
You are. We all have the moment. I woke up today like I'll never be able to get everything done, and here we are. We've had a successful stream. I got my other thing done. Vanessa Michaels, we love a bop. She can't wait for all the bops. We did have a couple other things here that I wanted to ask you from the chat. There was one early on that I really enjoyed when you were talking about how you would be really nervous before going out on stage. And is there a way that you learned? I mean, you're still nervous as an artist, especially bearing your soul a little bit. Have you learned to somehow funnel that stress into an advantage? Is there any sort of secret there?
Yeah. Now my nervousness, I just call it excitement. Yeah. I just know that I'm really like, I have this whole talk in my head. I just say, you're really happy to go on stage. You're blessed. You're lucky. I say, you're here to deliver messages. You're here to be a conduit. You're supposed to stand and deliver and share your gift. So when you have that conversation in your head, it's more playful rather than it is about, whatever little conversations are going on in your head. And then you're able to interact with the audience better. You're able to be free and enjoy the experience of being on stage rather than just freaking out and sweating. I mean, I still sweat because I move around a lot. But you know what I mean? Like, you have to do a lot of like positive affirmations, like literally that moment as you're walking on the stage, you have to just tell yourself all this, like, you're good. You're born to do this. Like, this is, this is your thing. So that's pretty much what happens.
I just got like butterflies in my tummy thinking about being that person, being like, yeah, okay, here we go. It's pretty wild. Drummers Untitled wanted to know as well, you work with so many producers. What's your networking approach, and are you okay with saying no to certain projects?
Yeah. So my networking approach previously, before COVID, was always going out. You could always see me. I'm like, I don't know, like, I'm like a, what's it called? Not a party monster, but kind of. You know what I mean? Like, I can definitely, it's like, I get up early and then I could stay up late, you know? I mean, not anymore, but like.
Yeah, it'll be hard to get back into that mode after a year of just like lounging.
Yeah. But previously I went out to every event. I was literally always out. And I was able to connect, and also performing in places around LA. That really was helpful. Space Yacht and literally wherever. And then I'm naturally going to talk to people, especially if I have tequila. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the type of person that can black out and still have like full blown conversations. And then I'll wake up to like all these numbers, be like, man, let's work together, homie. Yeah. I'm like, what? Like, who?
Yes. I love this. You're your best manager. When the blackout manager comes out and like, let's connect, fam.
Let's connect, bro. So I would say that before it was a lot of that. So going into lockdown, COVID, everything, like I just kind of am using that network. Also, now I have a manager who has a nice network of people, and he's bringing me into conversations with people that I normally wouldn't for like writing, Yeah, so
that's really cool.
And they've been going really well, and I've been developing some really nice relationships with these people. So also I would say like being friendly, and your girl says no all the time.
I love that. I'm learning the power of no as well, and it feels really good when it's the right time.
It feels sometimes I feel bad, honestly.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's hard to like know if that was the right thing to do, because there's always going to be that voice in your head that's like, am I really cutting my legs off at the knee, or am I right to say no right now for whatever reason? Like, it doesn't have to be a hateful no. It could be I just can't or something.
Well, one thing I learned was that, why am I saying no? Like, am I saying no because out of fear, which previously I was saying no out of fear because I've been like hurt in the music situation. So I would say no, because I'm just like, I don't want that experience again. And so now I try to analyze it. And then I also say no now, which is a new thing, because I say no now because I might physically be drained and like I can't actually like do that, and that's really important. That's something I actually learned to flip a little bit, because before I was just saying yes and being like, I'll do it. I do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do say no, and yes, I don't know when it's the right no, but somehow I'm still here and she's still doing her thing, and it's fine. And the no's are just streamlining, they're streamlining the process, and I want to elevate. So I hope these no's are elevating me to the projects I want to be a part of.
Totally.
Yeah. And the money that I want to be a part of, the money. Yeah.
Dollar bills, y'all. That's what actually does it. Someone is shouting out a pizza at Sound Story. Do you have a pizza at Sound tale to tell? Sounds like it could be good.
Well, that's when me and Helen really bonded. Like, okay, so I would always get pizza at Space Yacht, pineapple, and I think it was jalapeno.
Two great ingredients. Fuck the non-pineapple pizza crowd. I mean, if you're here, shout out. We love you here, but you need to try it anyway.
It's so freaking good.
It is so good.
In my drunken nights, I would go and buy pizza and then share it, and I shared some with Helen. and we bonded over that. And yes, and now we're friends.
Oh, I love that.
But yeah, pizza also is a great. If you can buy someone a pizza to who was it drummer?
Drummers Untitled, I think.
Yes. Buy someone a pizza, dude. That's great connectivity right there.
I love it. I mean, you've got such great energy. I'm sure that it's not just like a weird, shallow, like, hey, let's link and build.
Yeah.
Although,
no, I actually never. Honestly, I never say that. I'm never the one to take anybody's number. To be honest, like, I'm never like. Please, I hate it actually. I would rather just see who's gonna be chill and my friend first.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna do some music, like, awesome, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not really like, yo, bro, like, I don't need any more freaking tracks, bro. Like, I'm good. Like, you know.
By the way, I also want to thank you for being such a mouth musician. I also like to make weird noises and express myself with like little. And I was talking about that with one of my roommates yesterday about how I go when I'm explaining a song or whatever, and she goes, "You know who else did that? Michael Jackson." So I'm not saying, I'm just saying that's what she said. So now we can say it about you.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
I learned how to beatbox from Michael Jackson when I was like 11, and he was on what was he on? Oprah or something? He was on, I don't know. And he beatboxed on Oprah, and then I went to school the next day and beatboxed for the class.
Because you were just like, I'm going to be just like Michael Jackson and go,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to try. How did it go?
It goes,
damn, you're so good at this.
Yeah.
That's so good. Yeah, Michael Jackson was like absolutely incredible with that sort of, and so are you. You're absolutely incredible. And I like that you brought the moves. You're an all-around superstar, and I hope that you know that. Like, you just radiate everything that an artist should, that I enjoy an artist to do. And I'm so thankful that you joined me here on Cat Calls today. It was as much of a pleasure as I assumed it would be, knowing you through the internet. And I'm very, very excited to hear your EP. I'm glad we don't have to wait very long. April is just around the corner.
Yeah.
And, I'm sure that, when it's time to release that stuff, let me know, and I'll do what I can to share it with the world. Not that you need anyone's help. You're doing a great job.
I need help. Just need help. You know what I'm saying? I know I look strong, but I'm just like a small little baby. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always just a ball of like nerves and weird stuff, and I always need help. And you know what I mean? Like, I think we all do.
Yeah. That's the truth. Well, I'm here for it. I'm a big, giant Kaleena Zanders fan. And is there anything else that you want to share with us before we go? Otherwise, I just want to hear the story behind Remedy, because that's what we're going to jam out to on our way, which is a bit of a vulnerable moment, I feel. I mean, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, feels like you're talking about being an artist. It could be kind of like a love song of sorts, but I think it sounds like it's about your relationship with performing.
Well, I love that you said that. That's very interesting. I'm always curious to see what people think that song is about, because I don't know. I mean, I don't know what people think about it, but I know what I wrote about it, and it's like 3 different layers of kind of ideas. We wrote that song about 2 to 3 days after Juice WRLD's death, and it kind of, I was really sad about it, because I was like, dude, another fucking, young celebrities dying from drugs, and like it just made me really, really, really sad. And I was like, dude, I hate how the industry exploits these people. I hate how like they're just like, oh, let's just keep making, let's make money off this guy. We don't care what he does. You know what I mean? Like, how does he have like bags of drugs on a fucking plane? Like, let's like, anyway. So yeah, it made me think about people in my life who struggle with addiction and all that stuff. So I pretended like I was like Juice WRLD's friend or a friend in general. And basically it's apologizing. Like, I'm like, I heard you call, but I didn't come for you. That's, you know what I mean? And then it's like, then the other layer is like, you know, take my youth. Like you're taking, like, this is what's literally happening, like where youth are dying from opioid addiction and all that stuff. So, and then, what was it? Oh, then I'm crying for like help and saying like, please help me to help you or help anyone, you know? And the whole world right now needs a whole bunch of fucking help. So
True.
whether it be drugs or fucking just the planet, just anything, we're so off. And yeah, it's just like a cry for help.
Wow. Well, I'm really glad that you shared that story because it is even deeper than I guess I picked up on, but and really beautiful and something I can totally relate to as well. Like, it's tough when people fall victim to things that are really kind of out of your control, you know, or out of their control. I think a lot of people see people who have substance abuse issues and think like, oh, they're doing that to themselves. But there's a certain point where it's not. It's a bigger issue.
Yeah.
And it's
really
tough
is.
being a person's friend in that situation, you know. And,
yeah.
And
because you also, as a friend, you don't want it to like affect your psyche too. So like, when do you cut it off? When do you help?
yeah,
you know?
I know. It's been there. Been like, this is the last time I'm giving you money, and it's not because I don't love you, but it's just because like I can't anymore do that.
Yeah, and I feel like we haven't found like a collective solution to help, especially that age group of like, you know, 11 to 18. Like I feel like we just push teens away, and we're just like, go do whatever the fuck, get out of my face. You know, it's a lot of tension between the adult and teenage, you know, mentality, and I think that, you know, a lot of these anxiety issues that if we could just sit with these kids psychologically, you know what I mean, and actually nurture them during that time when they're like hormonal and crazy, not just be like, get the fuck out of here, you're going to jail, fuck you. Like, it's so much animosity towards this age group, and like then they turn to drugs and then they die. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Well, on that very happy note. No, but also, like, thank you for being an artist who doesn't shy away from topics that are real. Like, I was also talking to a friend the other day about how I love when people write songs that are just, you know, love songs are great, but, like, there's so much more to the human experience than that. There's so much that we can all relate to. And so thank you for being an artist who dares to speak about other stuff that isn't just the same old song and dance. And thank you for finding the courage to be your biggest and most drawing all the inspirations from every corner of the earth self. I'm so excited to see how this progresses.
Thank you for recognizing and seeing me. I appreciate this.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard not to see you. You're really running out there.
I always thought I was really like meek and small and just super shy. Actually, I used to be really shy, so whatever.
Well, I ate a shy bitch. No, I'm just saying. It's a Lil Wayne lyric. Anyway, thank you, Kaleena Zanders.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I hope that we get the chance to do this again.
Yes, same. All right.
Bye.